Coming out of seemingly nowhere, at least to me it did, is a new Dragon Ball game. This time, being a free-to-play multiplayer online battle arena, or MOBA for short. Being a free-to-play game is usually code for having a lot of forced monetization and grindy trophies. I'm happy to say, only one of those is true. Unfortunately, it's the latter. This game has 23 trophies, consisting of winning 100 matches, playing as each type 100 times, and KOing gods of destruction, bosses, and enemy players. There's also a few miscellaneous trophies for using helpers and assisting allies. Then there's the Platinum Killer, which is definitely getting a single character to level 8. We'll save that for later though. For now, let's get into the meat and bones of the game. Before anything, I need to do the tutorial. Here's a quick outline of how the game works. I KO NPCs to level up, which then gives me access to more moves. Characters like Goku have a transformation they can use when they hit level 7. The goal of each match is to destroy all gods of destruction and capture the Dragon Ball. We can't damage the gods normally, and need to wait for Zeno to appear and start bonking them on the head. They'll be vulnerable for a bit, and I can use my super moves to damage them. Once all gods have been destroyed, I can attack the Dragon Shell and get the Dragon Ball. This concludes the battle side of things. In the menus, I can level up my newly acquired Goku with Zeni and unlock a new character. This is the end of the tutorial, and I get the first trophy for completing it. Immediately, what I need to do now is go into my messages and claim my gifts. Since the game just came out, they're giving players a free character in Daima Goku. I'm not sure how long this will be a thing, but it's going to give me a big boost later on. Okay, let's get to the actual gameplay now. I'll need to play as each type 100 times, so it doesn't matter much of who I pick. Funny enough, the first match I queue up for gets cancelled because someone disconnected. I bet that's not common. The first match, we win by a landslide. Didn't lose a single god of destruction. When we collect the Dragon Ball, I get a trophy for winning my first match. After each match, I get XP towards one of my characters. In this case, I got some for Krillin, but it was kind of a waste since I don't even have him unlocked, so the XP goes nowhere. Definitely won't be using him anymore. I'll switch to Daima Goku and start getting XP with him. After the first match, I unlock some helpers, and these are basically assists to use during battles. I'll be using World King for the time being, since there's a trophy for buffing allies with helper effects in 20 battles. When the opponent's Dragon Shell is able to be attacked, I'm going to do my best to get the Dragon Ball first. There's a trophy for collecting a few of them myself, and while I don't think it'll be an issue, I'd rather have it done sooner than later. I get enough XP to level up Daima Goku, and also level up my overall star level. This lets me unlock a character, and it doesn't matter who I unlock, so I'll pick Boo. After I play my 5th match, I unlock a new battle type, called Sub Battles. These are side modes that last at max 5 minutes, and give less XP. I usually wouldn't bother with it, but there's a trophy for playing them, so let's do it. The sub battle available at the moment is Veggie Battle. I have to harvest veggies by attacking them, and first team to hit 500 points wins. In my first match here, my character freezes in place, and I think the game's about to crash. What actually happens is I get kicked to the main menu. When I try to log back in, I get a message saying unable to resume battle and to wait for it to finish. So I'm just stuck here until the battle finishes. I even closed and reopened the game and got the same message. Apparently, at least in season 1, this is a common issue. After waiting here for the next 5 minutes, I'm taken to the end results where it says I was AFK but still gave me XP. It's not for the character I'm using, which is annoying, but still interesting that I got any to begin with. Luckily, I don't have any more of that issue, but I'm still getting XP for other characters. I don't know why, but it's only been for Vegeta so far. I've also learned that even if the game is good to go and counting down, if someone DCs, then we all get sent back to the lobby. Why couldn't it just be a bot? After playing 5 of these sub-battles in total, including the one I was kicked out of, I get the trophy for playing 5 sub-battles. Now back to standard battles. I lose my first battle, and notice I got less XP. Maybe I get less when I lose, I win the next one, and still get less. That's when I find out that this game has a daily cap on XP. Whether I win or lose, the more I play in a single day, the less XP I get. That is so stupid and just makes it sting even more when I get XP for a character I don't want. This just means I need to play a lot of matches in one day. I'll play only as Daima Goku for the first dozen or so matches, then switch to the other types. Soon after doing this, I get the trophy for playing 15 matches as the damage type. An annoying thing about this game is that sometimes when I load into a match, someone will be AFK. That's not an issue, as I just care about finishing the match, win or lose. The issue is if they stay AFK for 45 seconds, then the match will be voided and I'll be kicked out. Again, why couldn't a bot take its place? It just wastes my time when it happens. What does catch my interest though, is when I learn of a surrender feature. I'm playing as usual when I get asked if I want to surrender. It can only be done 5 minutes into the match and needs at least 3 teammates to agree on it to go through. This will come in handy later on. I've been using that same helper I mentioned before every game, and by the time I finish my 20th match with him, I get the trophy for buffing allies with helper effects in 20 battles. More matches are getting voided and just wasting my time. Didn't I suffer enough in Shinobi Striker? Why am I having the same issues in a Dragon Ball game now? When my team actually wants to play, I feel like I win more than I lose. Granted, the game did just come out, so people haven't had a lot of time to get used to it. I am going to take full advantage of that though, and try my best to get the Dragon Ball when we win. It's always a mad dash when the show gets exposed because everyone wants it. Sometimes, I'm knocked out as it gets exposed, which means I'm out of luck this match. There's no way I can spawn in and fly across the map before someone else gets it. As soon as the show's destroyed, I spam the X button and hope I'm the one who gets it. I've had a surprisingly good success rate doing this. I mean, it could be that no one cares as much as I think they do, and I'm the only one spamming X. Either way, I'm happy to be the one getting them. After getting enough of them, I get a trophy for collecting 5 Dragon Balls. I'm shocked at how low that number is, and curious why it wasn't instead to collect 7 Dragon Balls. I've talked about bosses a bit before, but let's get more into them. At any time during a match, a boss NPC can drop into the map. These can be Nappa, Android 16, or Jacko. Other characters can appear too, but these are the ones I usually see. Why you should care about them is because whatever team takes them down not only does some damage to opposing gods of destruction, but also gains a buff for the rest of the match. Every match has about 2 bosses normally, so we see these guys quite often. If I can get into a game first, that is. Back to back, we can't get a full lobby. Then when we do, the match gets voided because someone was AFK. If this game wants any chance of surviving, this needs to be changed somehow. If I didn't care about the platinum and was just playing for fun, I would not find this fun. When I finish my next match though, I find myself only getting 13 XP. That's the lowest I've gotten yet. I've been playing for about 6 hours, so I think it's time to take a break and pick back up tomorrow. Okay, new day playing, and after the first match, I get 55 XP. Damn, does that suck about there being a daily cap? I have noticed that I get a bit more XP if I win a match though. I lost this first one where I got 55 XP, but the next match where I won, I got 60 XP. So it seems I get an extra 5 XP for a win. That's such a small amount that I don't think it'll make much of a difference over time. I've been lucky so far being able to use Daima Goku in almost every match. This game is like Overwatch where there can't be 2 of the same character on the same team. I learned this the hard way by someone picking Daima Goku before I can. I can't back out without turning the whole game off, so I guess I'll hold this L and pick someone else for a change. Funny thing is, after the match ends, I still get XP for a different character. Way to add salt to the wound, it wouldn't have even mattered if I picked Goku. To stop that from happening again, I'm going to spam X when a match starts so I can pick Goku before anyone else. What hurts more about that wasted match is the fact I'm already getting less XP. I've only played a few matches. I guess today is when I'll start playing as the other types. I still have some matches left before I'm getting table scraps worth of XP, so let's keep playing as Goku until that happens. Nappa shows up during one of my matches, and I honestly couldn't care less. I don't even go over to him until he's almost dead, in which I don't even get a chance to hit him. My teammate finishes him off before I can do anything. I bring this up because when the match ends, I get a trophy for KOing a boss 30 times as a team. This just confirms I don't need to do anything. So long as they're KO'd by someone on my team, it counts for me. Now it's time to play as a different type for once. I'll start as the technical type. Okay, I said I'll start as the technical type. Can I please play the game? The only technical character I have unlocked is Majin Buu. Krillin doesn't count since I never officially unlocked him. Not much changes gameplay wise, besides my specials of course. Something I didn't know, and I'm happy I found out sooner instead of later, is in the shop section, there's a tab for daily bonuses. Right now it's XP for Kale, but it can be for anyone, even Daima Goku, which would definitely help for later. Even though I said there's no point in playing as Krillin since I don't have him unlocked, yeah, I lied. I'm going to play as him. His specials are a lot better than Buu's, and I don't actually care if any XP I get for him disappears, since the only character I care about in that sense is Daima Goku. I just need to play as the technical type 100 times, while also trying to squeeze out any wins I can. If I lose, oh well, it doesn't affect all that much. What also doesn't affect much, at least in my opinion, is divine combo cards. They might do more than I think, I just never bothered looking into it. But each game, I get 3 automatically over the course of the match. Just by playing naturally, I seem to get them. I'll know I have them because they appear in the bottom left corner. Under the assumption that each match I get exactly 3 cards, after my 34th match, I get a trophy for collecting 100 divine combo cards. Again, I don't exactly know what they do, but this trophy seems unmissable with how many matches I'll need to play. A strategy I've been using that seems to be working surprisingly well is to hide in clouds. When a guard is vulnerable and I think an enemy is coming, I'll hide in a cloud and they'll fly right past me. This also works even if I'm moving. It's an easy way to slip by and get some damage in. I'm assuming if this symbol shows up, it means my name's hidden, and that's why I can do this. In my last match as the technical type, I take out 3 Gods of Destruction and get the Dragon Ball. I used that same cloud gimmick I just talked about. Destroying these 3 gods were enough to get me a trophy for KOing 50 Gods of Destruction. I can't believe I didn't get MVP this game. I took out 3 gods and got the Dragon Ball. What else does a guy gotta do to get MVP? I'll start playing as the tank type a bit since I've made no progress with it. I'll be using Vegeta for the most part, as I think his moves are better than Cooler's. Before I actually start that though, I'm going to edit one of my character's emotes. Doing this gets me a trophy for customizing a character for the first time. Now I can start playing as the tank type. After a few matches as it, I've KO'd enough opponents to get a trophy for KOing 100 enemy characters. While I do hate getting XP for other characters, it's useful for leveling up my star collection. Each time I level someone up, I get 1 point added to it. It helps me unlock more characters, but more importantly, when I reach star collection level 7, it lets me unlock Daima Goku. I already have him unlocked, so instead if I pick it, it gives me 5000 XP for him. This is why I've been playing him from the beginning. 5000 XP is a huge booster shot towards leveling him up. With just that, I'm able to level him up 2 more times. Getting to Star Collection level 8 is another big milestone, because I unlocked the Farmer as a helper. He is an important one to have, since for some reason, he's the only helper who can attack enemy characters, or at least, the only one who counts for a specific trophy. We'll get to what that is in a bit. The only type who can use Farmer is technical, so we'll be going back to that. Similar to what I did before with the helper World King, I need to use Farmer in 20 matches, so let's get playing. After a handful of matches doing this, I get a trophy for playing as the technical type 15 times. I stopped playing for the day since I had been going for about 7 hours. The next day, I start playing as Daima Goku again, and the first match I have, I get disconnected and can't join back. 10 minutes later, and the match still counted and gave me XP. It's interesting how that works. Later in the same day, it happens again. this is becoming a bigger issue here. I mean, it could be worse, right? At least this way, I still get XP. Even if my team surrenders, I still get the full amount of XP. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the best way to play this game is not to. Since I can't seem to stay in a match today, let's open up capsules. They are this game's version of loot boxes, and I have a ton from just playing the game. I mainly get skins and emotes from them, so nothing too special. After opening enough of them, I get a trophy for opening 100 capsules. Still on the topic of not playing the game, I'm currently at Star Collection level 12 with 11 characters I can use. I may not have some of them officially unlocked, but I can use them, and that's what matters. I need 3 more levels to unlock another character, and with the XP I've still been getting for other characters, that's not an issue. I choose to unlock Caulifla, and now I have access to 12 characters. I'm not done yet, because I level up characters 3 more times, including Daima Goku, and unlock Zamasu. Now I have 10 characters officially unlocked, and here's why that's a game changer. After each match I've played, you may have noticed an extra slot at the bottom with the number 10 plus. This correlates to the amount of characters I need to have unlocked. Now after each match, I can get 2 sets of XP, and if I'm lucky, they'll both be for the same character. The earlier importance of having at least 12 characters to play as is because there's a trophy for doing just that. I've already played as everyone else, so I just need to play as the newly unlocked Caulifla and Zamasu. After I do that, I get the trophy for using 12 characters in battles. Anytime I've been playing as the technical type, I'm still making sure to use the farmer helper at least once per battle. I'm at the point now where I only need to use him one more time. After this match, I get the trophy for damaging enemies with helper effects in 20 battles. I think I might have played too much today because for XP, I get a whopping 1 point. How was that even allowed? I would have rathered you just spit in my face and tell me to stop playing for the day. The next time I hop on, there's an update. I don't know if it's just me having bad luck, but this update ruined everything. For one, I have no daily XP to claim for anyone. That's a first. Then, I'm playing my usual games as Daima Goku, since it's a new day, and I don't get any XP for him. Not once, or twice, or even 3 times. 4 games in a row, I get no XP for the character I'm playing as. It takes 5 games to finally get something for Daima Goku. And by the time I do, the XP gain has already gone down. Easily the worst day so far. Besides just playing a ton of matches, the last miscellaneous trophy I need is to assist allies 300 times. For a long time, I thought this was an assist. It makes sense to me since we both get credit for the KO. But nope, an assist is when a teammate finishes an enemy off after I've damaged them. 300 is a big number, but a way I found to get them semi-consistently is to follow a teammate around. When they get into a fight, I damage the enemy until they're almost dead, then stop attacking to let my teammate finish them. I've been working on this for a while and managed to get about 2 to 3 assists per game. Before I can finish that though, I get 1 more trophy in the process. Since I've been playing as mainly the damage type to level up Daima Goku, within just days of starting this game, I get the trophy for playing as the damage type 100 times. I keep playing as Daima Goku and switch to the other types when the XP gain is too low to be worth it. This is the pattern I'll be doing every day for almost the next month, while still going for at least a few assists each game. After a few days of doing this, I get the last assists I need and get the trophy for assisting allies 300 times. Then the next day, I get the trophy for winning 100 times online. After getting that, winning no longer matters to me. Yes, I do get like 5 more XP for winning compared to losing, but that's not worth it. Especially if I'm not even guaranteed to get XP for who I want. In the same day, I also get the trophy for playing as the tank type 15 times. Okay, there won't be any more trophies for a while, since the only ones I have left are for playing as the tank and technical type 100 times and leveling up a character to level 8. That last one in particular is going to be a nightmare. I do have some good news though. Actually, it's fantastic news. I found a way to only play with bots, which makes the matches go so much faster. First, I go into settings and turn off crossplay. Then, search for a match. It'll take a few minutes until the game says, "We can't find anyone, have some bots." From here, I don't actually have to play the game. I just have to move the joystick about every 30 seconds so I don't get kicked. Once the timer hits 5 minutes, I can surrender. Because my teammates are all bots, they do it with me and the game ends. This way, matches end in 5 minutes and I still get the max amount of XP. Because I don't care about winning anymore, surrendering has no negative impact. Yeah, it might take a few extra minutes to find a game, but those are minutes that would have been spent in an actual game if I was playing one. No legit game is over in 5 minutes. They usually take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. Doing it this way makes it sting just a little less when I get XP for other characters. I don't feel like I wasted 10 minutes of my life. Say I only get 15 XP for Goku after a match. Yeah, that sucks, but I was just standing still doing nothing. I also don't feel like a jerk from being AFK since I'm just playing with bots. I'm not ruining anyone else's game. I actually never found another PlayStation player while doing this. Go figure. With this method, I don't mind grinding out matches for longer. At least until I start hitting single digits for XP. Then I'll call it quits and switch to a different type. The first of these I finish is the technical type. After my 100th match as it, I get the trophy for playing as the technical type 100 times. I have more than enough XP to level up Goku again, but I don't have enough zeni. The main way to get zeni is through the battle pass, which I level up by doing challenges. These bot matches are also easy ways to get those done too. Now I have enough zeni to level up Goku again, and let's see how much it costs for the final level. God damn! 20,000? 9,000 zeni is whatever, but 20,000 XP? I get about 700 on a good day. More often, it's around 500. This is going to take me over a month to do. I guess I'll just keep up what I've been doing since there's no way to speed up the process. Since I'm finished with the technical type, I'll start working on the tank type. After some days of doing the same method, I get the trophy for playing as the tank type 100 times. Now, I only need to play as Goku. It's a new day, so let's get to grinding. Hold on. It's not letting me join a match. I can join as the other types, but not with the damage type? Is it because of all the surrendering? Come on, it was against bots. They don't have feelings. Even if I turn crossplay back on, it's not letting me queue up. This issue seems to only be affecting standard battle though. I can still queue in quick battle, so I guess that's what I'll do for now. Quick battle is the same as standard in every way, with the only difference being it doesn't affect my rank. I obviously don't care about that, so I have no problem doing quick battle. After I finish a match, I try again for standard battle and still no luck. I honestly wonder if it's because of the constant surrendering. A few days pass when a new event starts, Mr. Satan's Zeni Jamboree. I can get 7,000 zeni from this, which will get me just above the 9,000 I need to level up Goku. Everything's working as it should, when now I can't queue up for quick battle. Standard battle still doesn't work too. What's the problem? They're bots. All I can actually play now is sub battles. If you remember from earlier, these give much less XP and are not worth playing if your goal is to level up. But now, I don't have a choice. I'm going to actually play these and not surrender, so I don't risk getting banned from this mode too. The main issue with sub battles, which surprisingly isn't the low XP gain, is that no one plays them. Unless I'm playing in the afternoon to evening time, I can't find a game. I'll sit in a queue for 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll find people, but it's not enough for a full match, so it goes nowhere. This is all I can do for about a week, until a thought comes to mind. What if I'm not the host? What if I join someone else's lobby and they search for a game? What if that person is still technically me? Because I don't want to make any of my friends play this game, I get my Nintendo Switch and download this game on it. Then I make a new account, say hello to VegetaFan237, and invite my PlayStation account to it. Because the Switch account is the one searching for a game, and I'm just tagging along, will it still stop me? Will I be kicked from the lobby? Time to find out. It's searching. Oh my god, I found a game! I have crossplay on since I'm playing with my Switch account, so I'm playing with actual people. I feel bad since Vegeta is kinda useless, but I'll do my best to win. I can't risk my Switch account getting banned too. Anytime I die with Goku, I'll switch to playing with Vegeta and vice versa. This way, neither of them will get kicked for being AFK. This might be hard to believe, but with this method, I'm actually winning matches, even being the MVP at times. It absolutely sucks to play like this, but even getting one drop of 65 XP is better than getting a double XP drop in sub battles. I still need a little over 5000 XP for Daima Goku, so any bit counts. I'm also playing quick battle, so even if I cost my team the win, no one's rank is affected. If anyone actually cares about that. Just wanted to put that out there, that I'm trying my best not to sabotage anyone playing this game for fun. I keep up this new method of grinding until Season 2 starts. The main change made is that now I'm guaranteed to get at least one XP drop for the character I'm playing, with the drawback of the XP gain being lessened a bit. That's a nice change, but too little too late for me. I only need a few more games until I'm done. In the meantime, while I've been playing two characters at once, I found out I can still play with bots. I can turn off crossplay after I've joined the Switch account's lobby. This lets me play with bots again and end matches fast like before. I even found a faster way to end matches. If I go in and die with my ult, then stand still, I can surrender at 1.5 minutes. This is incredibly fast. Because I'm about to be done with this game, I don't care about the penalties from surrendering, since I don't plan to ever play this again. I only need 106 more XP to level up Goku. If I get lucky with a double XP drop, this will be my last match. I surrender after 1.5 minutes and get 2 drops of 55 XP. That's it. Let's finish this game. Let's level up Daima Goku one more time to get the trophy for leveling up any character to level 8. And finally, after so long, the Platinum. Normally, this is the part where I compare how many hours it took me to the estimated hours of the guide I used. But there was no guide available when I was playing this game, and there still isn't a guide. With nothing to compare it to, I'll just say how long it took me and how long I think it'd take an average player. My PS5 says it took me 175 hours. An estimated time to Platinum for the average player, I would put around 200 hours. I abused surrendering against bots a lot, and got the extra 5000 XP for Daima Goku at the beginning. Without those, I can easily see myself going over 200 hours. I can honestly say, I enjoyed this game the first few hours. The 100+ hours after though, got stale so fast. It felt like a job I had to do every day because of the daily XP cap. And if your game starts feeling like a job, you've lost me.